Wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby,
Ooh. Hey, it's your girl Candy, and I am here with the panel for Wednesday Season 2, Episode 7, Woe Me the Money, and I am going to bring my people in. Hey, Tika. Hey, Tamika. And hey, K-Bly. Hey, everybody.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, I am working from my iPad, so please excuse me.
It's all
I see
good.
we got some people in the building, but they're not in the chat. And as Kay says, we see you. We see you. Go ahead and say hello because we can see you are there. Um, so before we get started, Tika, Tamika, and Kay, what are your thoughts on this episode? Woe Me the Money.
Oh, it was a lot. It was a little, but a lot going on in this episode. And now I see where Wednesday gets her attitude. She don't get that stuff from Morticia. She get that from Grandmama. Like that whole attitude thing that was going on, Grandmama was doing. So, I was absolutely rocking with this episode. I'm gonna give it a 4.9. Because some things happened and they trying to sacrifice my boy Pugsley, but we're gonna get into that. So yeah, 4.9 for me.
Okay, it's a sacrificial lamb of it all. And Tamika.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't get everything I want to get from Grandma, but I was getting little chuckles, and I definitely seen the similarities between her and Wednesday. I like how we got the full circle, the background, because we all knew the D wasn't ish, but we didn't know all the details. So I like how they, put that out there. Yeah, not us throwing Pugsley to the damn wall, saying he could be the Adams to go. We gotta go get our boy Pugsley, and I feel like what is her name? Why is my mind blank right now?
Who
Miss
eating it?
Disappearing girl, disappearing
Eating
ass.
it? Eating it?
Is
No.
that Edith? No.
Agnes.
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 Agnes. I feel like Agnes came through, baby. She came through with the dance, and she came through with her real true self, being
Mm-hmm.
true to herself for once. So I was like, all right, girl, I see you. And thanks to his 1-2 step too.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes. And what about you, Kay?
Oh, I love that we finally got the truth about the dean because we knew he was shady and see and I knew it. I said he and then I'm like he on some racist stuff. So you've been manipulating the mother and the daughter. See, it's just something about you because he could have picked because now that I know he could have picked any siren that he wanted to. Why you went after the black sirens? I'm like, oh,
Okay.
okay. So you could have used any of the sirens, but you chose Bianca and her mom. So this is what we doing. So I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
he got what he deserved in that. Y'all know I love Agnes' little weird self, and the fact that she learned Enid's dance by spying on her was just
Okay.
hilarious. So like you learned and watched the whole routine and wasn't even gonna say nothing to nobody. I really appreciated her for
See.
that. And about time Wednesday went to her mom to ask for help. We've been saying that all along. Just ask your mom. She's smarter
Uh,
than you. Talk to
play
her.
nice. Play nice. Play nice. Yes. So let's see who we have in the chat. We have Karima Khadijah. She's a member, or I'm not sure who page she's on. Golden 50. She's a new member. Demetria Richburg, P. Bronson, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you always. And that's all we have right now. But everybody that's in the bushes, please come out and say hello. You know, YouTube likes to see the engagement. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. So yeah, the episode starts out with a 15-year flashback. Morning Song, Florida. And it's where Principal Dort meets Gideon in Florida. And at the time, Gideon was an actor working as a bartender. And Dort convinced Gideon to become the face of a money laundering cult that he was starting. And I'm like, so this is where this comes from. So the guy that Gideon was a failed actor, a washed up actor, and he was trying to get his foot back in the door, whatever. Something happened between him and his twin brother or something, and something about packing up a Corolla, and he just left. And I'm like, okay, you sound like you got, it seems like Dort likes people that are down on their luck, that needs assistance and needs help. And, you know, anything to help them get money, then it's going to help him get money. So it seems like he liked the people that are down on their luck. And maybe Bianca's mom was maybe down on her luck or something, and, you know, needed money. So it was a way to get her to be a morning, or the daughter to be a morning song, you know, things like that. I just think he's always on some crazy BS, in my opinion. So, you know, he starts out, lets the guy know that he has a group, and the guy was like, it sounds like a cult. He was like, we don't like the C word. But, you know, nevertheless, we get there, and, you know, he ends up getting the guy to become the face of the business or the company or whatever, because he was like, you know, you have the face for it, I don't. I'm like, I'm glad we know our weaknesses, because yes, sir, you know, you are not that. Anybody has thoughts on how Principal Dort became started Morning Song, and how Gideon works into this puzzle piece?
I mean, I think he needed to come up. He wanted to figure out a way to come up some type of way. He knew he wasn't that person that could be the face of this whole cult, even though he doesn't want to call it a cult. It was a freaking cult. And you know, I just feel like I don't think that and this is just my opinion. I don't feel like he chose Bianca's mama because she was my color. I think he just chose her because he managed her. He said he managed her. And you know, she probably was vulnerable and needed the money and was like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever you say. I don't know if he managed her or if he pimped her, but either way, you know, that's who he chose. And you know, I see it very fitting to go after your child. I'm already in your family, like y'all. You already know the situation. You already know this whole Gideon and the whole Morning Love, Flower, Florida, and all that stuff. You know all these things already. So, you know, might as well just use your daughter to enhance what I already know that I can make successful. So shout out to Principal Dort with the goatee and the mullet.
Okay. Anybody else have thoughts on Dort?
Yeah, I like getting this flashback, even though, you know, we all pretty much knew, like I said, that he was low down, dirty dog. Okay, we just didn't know the whole ins and outs of it. And the fact that not only did he know how to, you know, use the siren, we finding out you going through damn generations now, but he also knew the words to use and how to, you know, kind of hype up this guy and tell him, I seen you in this show, and oh, those soaps, yeah, my mother loved them. That was her favorite soap, and you always do your thing. And you know, we going to see the wizard. All right, I'm gonna be the man behind the curtain, and we gonna make all this money. And so, he pretty much sold it to him and got him in the way you would in a cult, right? It sounds so good, and he gave him the dream, and he ran with it for all these years. So it was like, wow, you was the puppet master behind everything. Wasn't
Thank
too
you,
shocking.
DeMarcus.
It made sense.
I'm sorry. Thank you, DeMarcus, for your super sticker. You have a $2 super sticker. I'm not sure whose page it's on. And a $3 super sticker. Thank you, DeMarcus. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. And okay, Kay, and what are your thoughts on Dort?
I don't know. I still feel like it's racist. after all, he seen other sirens. Why you go after the black sirens? And like you, and then he targeted that, like, and I see that it was like going after people down on their luck. So like, why you knew the black sirens was gonna be struggling financially and go after them? Like it's, I don't know. It's like he's like you said, he's going for the ones that are down. Like what seems more down than being broke and being black? That seems an easy target. And
Okay.
no.
And they got a gift.
Exactly. And he can exploit them for their gift. And he knew exactly how to protect himself from that gift so he can further exploit them. Like, I'm gonna use your gift, I'm gonna use that you need money, I'm gonna use that you stuck with this man in this cold, I'm gonna use you because you ain't got no place to stay. Like, they were just like the perfect mix of I'm gonna exploit and manipulate them. So he walked in there that day with an agenda. And we knew all along he wasn't worth a damn, looking like he's straight out of an Adam Sandler movie right here.
He looks like he from what is it? Bernie's Bernie's Vacation when the dead
weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. No, don't drink that. Yeah, that's what it looked like. So present day we find that Dort finds Bianca and her mom on the school property. He reveals that he is Birdsong and the one who introduced Gideon to Gabrielle, but now he wants Bianca to use her siren song to get donations for the gala, which we already knew. And I don't know. Dort is, well, we'll talk about him later on more in depth about how he, how he does people when they, I guess, get irate or they do stuff that he doesn't like, i.e. Mr. Gideon, lit up like a Christmas tree. What are y'all thoughts on him, on their conversation with, Bianca finding out that he is the face behind Birdsong, and that he is Birdsong, and that the mama was in the basement?
I feel like she should have. I mean, I guess they know something wasn't right with him, but to know that the same man that specifically came and targeted her at that school was the same person who has her mom the way that she is. Like she's seeing now that this goes down a rabbit hole, because when she meets the new dean, she thinks that, oh, it's me that he's targeting for me and my siren gift. But oh no, this scheme that Todd set up started a long time ago.
Hey, EJ.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. How you doing? You ready? Or
I'm good. How are you?
Oh,
hold on one second. Let me put my TV on.
Okay. Tamika, you have any thoughts on Dort revealing that he's Birdsong and that we down in the closet?
I kind of wanted her to know. I wanted Mama to have known, but I guess it really didn't make a difference. I was just happy that it was all coming out, and it was like, okay, so this makes sense. He wasn't just coming after me. I think that make it even damn worse. Like, wait a minute, you the one that was behind this whole thing. You the one that was messing with my damn mama too, and I had to keep moving her and hiding her, and doing somersaults, and we hiding up in this broken ass room, and then you got the nerve to talk about rent is due. Like, you owe us some damn money. What was my money? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I was like, rent is due. We got to pay up. What?
Yeah.
Get the hell on out of my face. Tika, you got any thoughts on these people and the
it was given. I used to be your pimp, and you owe me my money. so that's what it. I'm just like, this whole time, did you really think that your mother was gonna really be able to hide out in this school, wherever it is, in this whole basement situation? Did you really think that was gonna be the safest place for her to hide out? At some point, somebody was gonna, figure out something. Yeah, it was good, for the moment, but then it should have been like a secondary location. Hey, let me get you over here or something. But I mean, I guess that's why that's how it was meant to play out, of course, so that we could find out and be reminded that Dort is the dirtbag that we know him as. So yeah, bring me my money. Rent is due. Snap.
Exactly. And I'm talking about some Birdsong. I mean, I'm gonna say rent is due. Morning song. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just listening.
It's all good. It was closer than what my brain was telling me, so you good.
Listen, I said it one time, and I'm like, where I get the hell I get bird song from? So y'all, they finally pull up on Professor Olaf, and this man wants to still have the whole event, and he insists on hiding the truth and continuing everything like nothing happened. He wants to use the optics to negotiate with the sheriff, and saying that they had an accident on campus, but they don't want to say exactly what it is. This man is always hiding things and don't tell the truth about what's going on. Like, if Professor Olaf was your friend, or if he meant something to you and to the community, to the school, you would have canceled that event. But yet and still, you want to lie to the people that your employer, and your colleague passed away. But how he passed away, you don't want to let them know that. You don't want to let them know that Slurp and took a bite out of crime. Anybody got thoughts on Professor Olaf still being a butthole in the jerk off?
Yeah, his number one priority is to get his money. He don't give a damn about Professor. Shout out to Professor R.I.P. to him again. I'm mad they still had him laying there in that jar with his head wide open. They didn't even try to cover him up. And I was disappointed in the sheriff. Like, she fell for the okie doke with him being like, oh, this ain't gonna look good. And you're still out here the person ain't caught, but you don't mind, even though they're not caught, still having this function and possibly putting them all in danger. Like, boy, bye.
He don't care.
He didn't give a damn.
He said the show must go on. Yeah. I mean, they could have thrown like one of them little CSI sheets on the top of them while they investigated the scene. But he said, look, the show must go on, and there's money to be made. He came here for the money, and he ain't leaving without it.
Money to be made, money to be taken and took, and shenanigans to be had. What you think, Tika?
Listen, he ain't nobody messing with my money, okay? So whatever y'all got to do, fake the funk, whatever, I'm still going to get my money. We can play it off. We can do what we got to do later on. But right now, cover him up. He didn't even care about covering him up, like y'all was saying. But, the sheriff, like I said, I'm like, girl, time y'all go. I thought you were a little bit smarter than this to allow Dort to really do whatever it is he wants to do. I know he's running the school. He don't own the school. So you the sheriff of the town. Like, you should be walking tall at this point. What are you doing? Okay, we're going to leave our own deputies here to pull security. Honey, y'all about to go up against Monster 1 and Monster 2. There is nothing you humans, you normal people are going to really be able to do against these boogeymans out there. So, yeah, but I mean, I love to see R.I.P. Professor Olaf.
Whole thing. EJ, are you there?
Can you hear me? Yes. I don't know why I'm having a hard time hearing for some reason. I can't hardly hear, but what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I'm just asking your thoughts on finding out that Dort is Morning Song. Here I go again. Morning Song. Bianca's mom, Gabrielle, trapped in the closet, and then Dort want to go on with the festivities for this evening, the gala, because money is to be made. Okay, what are your thoughts on Dort?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel kind of deceived because I thought I really did give him the benefit of the doubt. Everybody else was like, he ain't ish something. I knew something was off with him, but I really didn't expect this particular thing. I just expected it to be something else. So yeah, to find this out was pretty interesting. But I don't think we expect anything different from Dort at this point when he's when he didn't care about dude having his brain eaten out. He didn't care about none of that. He was just like, listen, we got to go do what we got to do. And I think he's done this time and time again. It's always about progressing to whatever the next phase is, whatever the next thing is. He just doesn't care. And now that we have his background, we understand why. I mean, cult, like we said, cult. This is what cults do. They they always about the money. They always about this, never about, they don't care about people. He ain't care about him. Peace, Professor.
That's too much right. So yeah, then we later on we move on over to where we are at dinner, and anybody wants some organic food, but
Heck nah, girl.
Girl,
so
that dinner roast me out so bad. I said, if they show this freaking rat one more time, if y'all don't know, I watch horror movies, I watch everything, never bothers me, but I can't stand to see a rat. I don't want to see it on TV. I don't want to see it in person. I was like, Jesus, I was like, why y'all keep putting this damn rat on my screen?
I
listen,
know.
that was so
Ugh.
gross. I'm like, wow. She's like, ooh, organic, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, no. So we come to find out where Enid has come into play again, and she gives Wednesday this folder, Isaac's folder, which is Slurp. What's the little boy name? Pugsley's friend, Slurp. We get his folder and see everything that's going on with him. He Wednesday drops it on the table, lets him know, hey, I didn't know you knew this man. And that he's the roommate, and of course he was saying that he fought for him, and they didn't want anybody to take advantage of his friend, because he was very smart and intelligent. But Isaac only wanted to save his sister from the Hyde side, so she lets her know that Francois lied about leaving town. What are your thoughts about finding out that? Of course, I think we found it out last episode who that they knew each other, but just to find out that he and what's his name? Gomez were really friends. They were roommates and friends, and he was like his protector. So, anybody have thoughts on that?
It just seems like,
Yeah, for
very
me. Oh, go
ironic
ahead.
that Gomez and Isaac were friends, and that years later, him and his zombie form became friends with Pugsley. And now it makes sense that when Pugsley let him go that one day, why Gomez let it happen, because they were once friends as
Mhm.
well. And Wednesday, I need you to spend a little bit more time with your little brother, because had you have been hanging out with him and known what was going on, you could have put two and two together a long time ago. You might want to lock in with your sibling.
I agree.
Don't do Wednesday like that. Don't do Wednesday like that right there. If oh boy, what's his name with the braces with the hair, who thought he was somebody this year? If he had just been friends with Pugsley, knowing goodness doggone well that he ain't got no real friends. Stop playing with me right now.
You know what?
You know he
I
didn't have no
blame him
friends.
too. I blame him too, because he's still riding high, just because he got a little bit of fame off of him and his little
little bit.
insects and bees last time. Just a little bit of
Exactly.
fame, and he got the big head. Yeah, they need to be locked in with Pugsley right now.
Exactly. He the problem. I'm telling you, that's the problem right there.
Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, let's see. Okay, guys, what do we think about these people? So, well, let me see. I think Isaac wants to take out his nephew. I think he wants him gone. I really do. Because the way he's looking at him and he's talking to him, the mom is sick. She's coughing up blood and she needs her medication. But he was like, well, later on we're gonna see where she talks about whatever she did was to save him, but he's like it seems like he wants him to die or whatever so that his sister can live. Does anybody get something crazy about Isaac and his relationship with what's the little boy name? I forget his name.
I mean,
Tyler. Anybody see
Yeah, we already know he's damn crazy. To me, it's given that they are so much alike. You know how when people are alike, they bump heads more. Like they give the same energy, the same temperament. They actually look like they could be father and son. This was good casting because he looked like his damn uncle, and maybe that's why they, clash so much. But it also gives that you could go at any damn time. You can just leave my sister here. I'm gonna make sure she be all right and stay alive. But I don't really give a damn whether you be here or not. It definitely gives that too, but it just seems like they clash.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something with him and Tyler.
She said it gives Jamie and Cersei.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that part.
Oh, you would say y'all wasn't getting the vibes? Was it just me? I'm like, yeah.
No.
I'm feeling Game of Thrones ish right here.
Oh, I don't watch Game of Thrones. Okay. So what is your reference? What are you picking up?
They a little closer than most brother and sister should be.
Jamie
Okay.
and Thursday
Okay.
had kids together, Candy. Let's just say it like that, okay?
Oh, incest.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's why he want to knock Tyler out the way then, so he can really do what he needs. It's something with them though. It's something with them three, and then it seems like Tyler should not be in the picture. Like he'll do something to Tyler to make sure his sister's okay, but
I mean, we see he knocked the dad out of the what's his name? Tyler's dad out of the picture, and I don't know. It's just it's giving Game of Thrones. I can't really know what's going on exactly, but that's what I'm feeling here.
Okay, that's very interesting. Ooh. Anybody else?
No, I agree. I think that it is something deeper with it that I mean, at the end of the day, Wednesday, it's not going to go all the way in, but I feel like they are definitely alluding to the fact that they were a little closer than what they needed to be. Not only, or even if we don't go that route, there's one other route that we could go. He could just be hyper obsessed with I started something and I need to finish it. Like this was my goal to save her, so I'm gonna just stay locked into that goal. You could go either or, but I ain't gonna lie, they was looking a little funny.
Yeah, it's just something. Yeah, it's something ain't right about them. I don't know. So we get Wednesday doing what Wednesday does. She's always everywhere, and she has no sense of fear or anything. So she gets to the house with the hideout in the hole under the doghouse where they were hiding out. She got a little taser walking down the stairs, and she picked up that bloody rag, and I was like, ugh, girl, really? Ugh. But she see that something is going on with this lady, that there's medication that's needed. And then they found a moth or a butterfly, and it gets attached to thing. And they go to the little bug boy to try to figure out what's going on. And he picked up some bugs from Slurp. So whatever these butterflies are, they are attached to corpses or something like that. And it was like they had to let them go to go find out what Slurp is. See what Slurp is, so they can keep trying to figure out what's really going on. And then we get here. Tika, you want to talk about Principal Dort and Grandmama?
Well, Grandmama she wasn't excited. She really could care less to even be talking to Principal Dort at this time. She just really wanted to hear him grovel and beg for this money. But I mean, that little figurine that he put together was impressive. I'm like, okay, Trump Towers, I see you. I mean, he did what he thought he needed to do. However, it was successful because she told him IBD. She didn't curse. She said, I wasn't giving you no money. But then, of course, Bianca walks in and casts her little magical spell, her siren. She does her siren thing and lets her know you will be giving all your money to Nevermore Academy. And yeah, and that was it. Like she did what she was supposed to do. So now not only did she say that you're going to give some money, but she said you leaving all your money, your assets, everything to Nevermore Academy. Now that was ruthless. I thought she would kind of do something a little different, but she trying to take everything all for the sake of Dort.
Anybody else got thoughts on Dort and how he tried to butter up Grandmama with Frump Towers?
You see, even from the tower here, when he called it Frump Tower, see, I said I knew he was racist. Y'all ain't gonna tell me otherwise. This man is racist. I knew it. I knew it. He just proven it. And see, they were gonna figure out something was wrong with Grandmama sooner or later because they know that old lady don't like to give her money to no damn body. They knew it was gonna be something not right with them. Like their family would find it very suspicious that the person who wouldn't give you a dime if you were starving on the street with a cup in your hand, but you all of a sudden want to give all your inheritance to this school. I don't know how he thought he was going to get away with that in the first place. Like that would not even make sense to her character.
Exactly.
Like you could have at least asked for a specific amount of money. He messed up when he decided to tell her to give it all away. That's where he really messed up. Being greedy.
I want it all. Yep. Tamika, EJ, thoughts on Front Towers?
No, I agree with Kay all the way. Listen, this man is definitely giving me, he don't like the blacks. And I was disappointed. I wanted more from Graham. I wanted this to be harder because we know damn well she had just finished telling Wednesday, like, girl, I'm here so I can laugh. There's nothing more I like than seeing somebody grovel that I don't plan on doing a damn thing for. But now she gonna just hand it all over. So yeah, it was a no for me. Like, that was dumb for him to be such a strategic behind the curtain person. He played his hand too big with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tried to go big or go home, and that wasn't the play at all. Like, that was just either that or he just didn't do his research enough to know that that she would never go for that. Because honestly, I think he thought that Morticia could talk her into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he has to resort to this, I'm like, sir, you have to know who you're, like, if you're going to be this person, because clearly he liked to find a mark. If you're gonna find a mark, you got to know who that mark is. You got to study that mark. You got to know who they are inside and out before you do this. He should have went small with this one and eased his way into more and more. But it is what it is.
Yep. And when he had her siren song him, and I said, oh my gosh, he is really going hard. He is not playing. He is pressing the gas all the way to the floor. He want everything. Okay, well, all righty. So Bianca and Wednesday have a little duel, and they're doing their little whatever that's called. I forgot what it's called, but they're having it out, and then they have a conversation. And I'm moving too fast, but we're gonna stay here. Enid, is the name Enid? Enid lets Wednesday know. No, Ajax. I'm sorry. Ajax lets Wednesday and Enid know that there's something going on with Bianca and Dort. Excuse me, Dort. And something's going on with them, and they're not sure what it is. So when she gets with Bianca, they end up talking, and she lets her know that I know you had to use your siren song on my grandmama. But then she used it on her so she could forget about it. But luckily, the little weird girl was sitting there listening and all in the business. And I don't mind her being in the business with something like this because that was necessary. She ends up reminding Wednesday what happened because Bianca took it from her. Anybody has thoughts on this conversation between Wednesday, Enid, and Ajax, and then Bianca and Wednesday?
Just came through. Listen, you gonna give it up for her sooner or later, Candy.
I just don't like her.
I'm just saying, like, sooner or later, you're gonna realize that Agnes is the truth and that she comes through she done came through way more times than not. Seriously. Yeah. Okay? Like, Agnes, she a real one. I ride with Agnes.
I agree.
That's all.
But I don't like her creepy vibe, so she's go ahead. Anybody else have thoughts?
Yeah, EJ, you wasn't here yet, but I was saying in the beginning that Agnes came through. Okay, she's been coming through, but I especially liked her in this episode because I was like, baby, she in the cut. She listening to what needs to be listened to. She giving what she need to give. She telling what she need to tell. And of course, I liked her the fact that she knew dance moves. I know we'll get into that later. And she came into herself, so I really liked her in this episode because it was like, girl, stop trying to be everybody else. But yeah, especially when it came to that, it was like, good thing my ass was hiding around. Stop dressing like Wednesday and everybody else would be all right.
Yeah, she was doing a whole lot because I said, what the hell wrong with this little girl? Like, I said, why? Why are we here? What is really going on? But she really wants to be Wednesday. She wants to be in tune with Wednesday. And it's like, find your own identity. You can still be cool. You don't have to do all that. Anybody have thoughts on Enid, Agnes, Ajax, and his little dreads? And
is Ajax gonna admit, or has he admitted yet that he likes Bianca? And how Enid gonna feel about that?
We need him to hurry up and do it ASAP to the process.
Now that she done dumped her little wolf boyfriend because he don't want to do right. See, Ajax was gonna do right, but now he done moved on. I'm happy for him.
Me too.
So we have Mr. Gideon, guys, and he is here talking to I want to say Frump
Dort,
again. Jesus.
Dort.
Kay, want to talk about Gideon and Dort?
I mean, there was promises that were made, and unfortunately, when you're dealing with somebody who's a slimy snake, I don't know if you sit there and you watch somebody do other people wrong. It's called insanity to think that you aren't one of them that's going to be on the list that he does wrong as well. Like if you blatantly see somebody treat other people like crap, you're never bigger than the program, and that's where he went wrong. So flame on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he talked to the man like he was crazy.
I thought that Gideon, we're gonna call him Gideon because that's what we call him, Gideon. But I thought he had enough sense to not talk trash to Dort. Like, did you see that man light his thumb up when you first met him? Like, what are you doing? That means that man can start fires. Like, what is going on? And you know, he got what he got. Burn, baby, burn. But hey, I just, you know, I have no words, but I just really thought it was funny that he felt like he could come in there and just be, you know, just make demands, considering who, and as we know now, who Dort really truly is.
Mm-hmm. But I wonder why Bianca was looking when she walked in and Dort ushered her in. She was looking like, you know, like she was afraid. So I wonder if Gideon has done something to her when she was younger, because the way she was like she was afraid of him. I know he was he abusive to the mom?
I think she's just afraid of him because they've been running from him all this time because she thought he was the person over the cook when it was all said and done. And I think that Gideon, since that's what we calling him, I don't know his name, but I think that he actually thought that he was irreplaceable. I think that he thinks because for all these years, Dort has been using him as the face, that he wouldn't take him out. That so he thought that he could do that. Like I can say this, I can say what it is that I want to say, because what you gonna do? You're not gonna take me out. You need me. I'm the face. You don't ever want to step out because you want to be behind. So I think that he really felt like you know, like Beyonce said, he thought he was like what Beyonce said, he was irreplaceable. You must not know.
It definitely was given that he thought that, but baby, you should have been, like I already mentioned, you should have known, like, call me, you know, wire me the money, I'm going to be over here. And how you let him get close enough to touch you, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
That was a big
dumb, arrogant.
Said, damn, you just go throw the man and you threw him in the furnace. I said, in the fire. I said, oh, okay. All right.
He said, who finna share their money?
Not me.
And it was dumb on Dort's part too. Like you should have let him stay around a little bit longer before you did that anyway. It was just dumb all around. I just felt like he was making dumb decisions after he was so methodical about everything.
Yep. So we get to the gala, guys, and we have Hester Frump as the special guest. She, you know, is riding in with Dort. Dort is in front of her. She's riding in behind. And they're coming through, and she doesn't really want to be there. She's very unhappy with everything that's going on. She called it boring, like it was a boring place to be. It was a boring gala, and she was not. She doesn't want to be there because that lady is mean. I didn't realize she was as mean as she was. I thought she was a nice lady for some reason. I don't know, but she's not pleasant. So let's see, Ajax and Enid bump into each other, and they were talking. Is that Ajax? Not Ajax. Bruno and Enid bump into each other, was talking about you know, how they first date or something of that nature. And then all of a sudden we see this little heifer pull up, and it's like, where you come from? How you get invited? What you doing here? I thought she was way down in somewhere else. How you get here? Did somebody expedite her in a package or something? But nonetheless, Enid let them go ahead. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. She is in Professor Olaf's classroom, and you know, she's, you know, going through her emotions, and she hears somebody's whimpering, and it ends up being Agnes, guys. Look at Agnes. She looks like she is psycho right here. She looks worse than what she did when they was at the when she was with Bianca. She
Agnes
looks
was
like
in
she's
there
just
in her feelings, honey. If she could have had
Yes.
a bottle of wine, she'd have been singing "If You Think You're Lonely Now." Because Wednesday told her, "Girl, go away. Like,
and a
don't go
cigarette.
home, but just go away." And so she was in her. Okay, she could be smoking all of the things, Candy. I'm telling you, that poor baby was in her feelings,
Yeah.
and you know, she talked good. She talked enough to where Enid was like, "Well, listen, all you got to do is this," and she kind of gave Enid some confidence in what she needed to do as well. So two lonely people who just biting for the friendship of Wednesday collaborate, and here they are. They go do some things together.
Yes. And I was happy to see her, she found a friend. And they end up getting together and they end up doing a dance. And I thought the little dance was really cute, guys. They did a very good job. It was nothing compared to Wednesday's dance last season, but it was a cute dance nonetheless. And it was so they got it together. Wednesday, Enid and Agnes got together. It was off camera, the conversation that they had, and they ended up having it where Agnes could go into her disappearing act, go take the clock badge, whatever that thing is that keeps him from being able to be Siren. They take it. He doesn't feel it because he's all into what's going on up there on the stage. He doesn't feel that Agnes is inside his pocket. They take it. She give it to Wednesday. And then Bianca goes on the stage because she helped put everything together. And she was like, she wanted to bring Principal Dort and Morticia up on stage. So once she does that, she's able to siren Principal Dort. And she tells him, you tell them everything. And go ahead and let everybody know what happened, how this all came about. So he ended up running his mouth and saying how he sirened Bianca to get Morticia, to get money from Frump, and he lied about this and lied about that, and then he wanted everything, and he was just lying. He's a big fat liar. Well, he ain't fat, but he's a big liar, okay? And that he, was manipulating the situation. Anybody have thoughts on the dance and then how they were able to get him to tell and spill his guts?
I love that dance. That dance was everything. I like how last season we had Wednesday's dance, and then this season we have Enid and Agnes, two unlikely people to do a thing. But I loved it. I loved her showing her red hair because that's what I love about her. Like, I just love her. She just has this look about her. And Candy, that girl was hurt. Don't be talking about she was looking crazy. She was hurt. That baby feelings was hurt. She was,
I understand. When
she
you
felt it in her
chest. I understand. Be yourself and you will be happy. Go ahead.
But I love this dance though. Like, I thought it was really cute. I love Enid's hair. Like, Enid is giving. Agnes' face card is on point. I just love the whole thing. I love the dresses. Like, I thought it was dope. I don't know if it's better than what's her name's Wednesday's dance from last year, but it was definitely a good one.
Mm-hmm. It was good. It was really good, and especially when they were able to disappear, and everybody's like, "Ooh," and that was really dope to me. Anybody have thoughts on how they were able to get Dort to tell on himself?
Yeah, teamwork make the dream work. I love how they coordinated all of this. I love the outfits and everything. I loved even Wednesday looked at her and said, "Oh, okay, girl, yeah, this is what works for you. This is what you should be doing, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved everything, especially him, telling on his damn self. I ain't like when he's still trying to yank up Bianca, but he got what he needed to get with that too. But and Morticia was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Like, y'all did the damn okey doke on me."
Yep.
Which I was waiting for her to catch on and be able to find out about that part. But I love that whole scene.
Yep. He spilled his guts, honey, and I was like, yes. Anybody have thoughts on Dort being siren and spilling all the tea?
I know Bianca couldn't wait to sirens on him. She'd been
Right.
waiting this whole time to pretty much expose him because he's been blocking her sirens on all this time. She couldn't wait to use her powers on him, and this was the right time to do it so that he and in front of she was able to expose him in front of everybody,
Mm-hmm.
so that way he couldn't
Publicly.
wiggle out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then he ends up realizing what happens, and he act like he gonna do something to her, but
Set off the trypophobia, don't it?
I'm
yeah.
not trying to turn it to stone.
He turned into stone. They end up the chandelier, the I think fire, whatever's fire hit the chandelier string, and he end up crumbling. So is Dort DEAD? Is Dort DEAD? Is he gone? Is he
I
out
mean,
of here?
unless they're gonna sweep him up, put him in an urn, and put him on a shelf somewhere.
And that's the only thing that Grandmama liked.
Listen, Humpty Dumpty cannot put all the pieces back together again. Dort is definitely a goner, and I hope they flush his remains down the sewer or any place where he can't return to his natural state. Because normally, after 2 hours of being stoned, you go back to your natural state. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
throw him, crush him up the rest of the way, put him somewhere, melt him, whatever you got to do, so he does not come back.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ajax. He came in clutch. I didn't even see him taking part of the plan. But as much as he cared about Bianca, I can see why he was included. But shout out to Ajax, okay? We needed him to do that in that moment. He came in clutch.
Yes, he did. He came in handy, and I'm like, finally, you can do something with your locks. Because I think every time he does something, it's always like on a prank on somebody, or either it's just to like they did. I think they did Professor Olaf. They made him stop or whatever, but he is never a moment where he's just using it. I guess because he's not a main character. So, Ajax, thank you for coming through for your girl Bianca, because we know that's what it was for. It had nothing to do with nobody else. Bianca. And then of course Grandma is happy and excited about that. So Wednesday has to let Grandma know, like, hey, I'm not fooling with you this summer because you just disrespected my daddy. And yeah, no, I'm not fooling with you. We good. I'm good on that. I'm good on you. Anybody have thoughts on Wednesday letting Grandmama know, like, it's a no. It's a no for me, dog.
Grandmama was already supposed to know Wednesday is a daddy's girl, okay? So I don't know why she would play any games with that concern. But she was here for it. She liked the fact, she was like, "Are you blackmailing me?" They get kicks over stuff like that. So that just made her, even more impressed with Wednesday. That was their little bonding moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But then she said, you have to make a sizable donation to the school in his honor. So, yeah. I was like, okay, Wednesday. All right. She's like, there's nothing with the blackmail. It's just regular blackmail. Anybody have thoughts on Wednesday? Telling Grandma that she's not fooling with her like that?
I loved it. I was like, okay, but again, it really didn't affect Grandmama, because I think somebody just said that they feed off that shenanigans anyway. They feed off misery, hatred, death. They feed off of all of that stuff. So it just made her feel really, really good. And yeah, so at least Gomez gets something out of this whole thing, because what you're not gonna do is talk about my daddy. What you're not gonna do is shut my daddy out. But it was a shame that she couldn't get that same love for Morticia. Like, what about your mama? Your mama is the one that helps you as well with this situation. What about your mama? But hey, at least we got one of them to win something out of this whole battle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anybody else have thoughts on Wednesday and Grandmama?
Yeah, because Morticia been having to deal with her whole life. Like, Wednesday need to give her props for that.
Yep.
And finally see, like, okay, now I see what you see. Now I see why y'all don't get along. Just go ahead and say, like, but Wednesday is just in that clash moment with Morticia. At some point, Wednesday, you're going to have to give your mom her props and show her some love and stop trying to think that you know more than her. And I think that's it. Wednesday likes to be the smartest person in the room. And when Morticia is around, she's never going to be the smartest person in the room.
Mm-hmm. So, we're gonna go back a little bit, and we're gonna go where we see Tyler and his mother and his daddy uncle, his stunkle, his uncle,
Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy. Um, they had to go to a veterinarian office, and he was like, my dog got hit by a car, banging on the door. Of course, this place is closed, so he gets the guy in there, knock him out, has to drag him on back so that mama can get a infusion, blood transfusion. I'm sorry, from between her and Tyler because she needs blood of a hide. So I don't know. What my picture is? Somebody tell me what is this? What is she really for her son, or is she for her brother?
I think she for her son. I think that she loves him at the end of the day, but I think she also loves her brother. But she also knows that her brother's only goal is to save her, you know. But I think in her mind that she cares more about her son than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept wondering, like, you want to save her, you want to save, your brother wants to save you so much, but what about your son? Because wouldn't it make more sense to want to save him?
Yeah, because you've lived your life and you've been in the damn in the crazy. Well, I'm sorry, you've been in the institution for how long? So you just might well go back where you came from. Let him thank you whatever is going on with you. But she seems to be a little bit better now. So much so that Pugsley ends up being the sacrificial lamb. He is out there by himself. Then the little butterfly come. I said, "Oh snap! What the hell, this butterfly?" No, I'm sorry. What's the little boy name? The little B-boy. The B-boy come and say, "Hey, we found Slurp or whatever." And there's like, "Where is Pugsley?" Pugsley is out here by himself doing his little thug thizzle, and he is such a loner that he doesn't realize that that Slurp is not his friend anymore. Isaac is not his friend. He doesn't realize that. And Isaac pulls up on him and takes him away. Pugsley is the sacrificial lamb, guys. He is the one that they were talking about that's gonna be up out of here. Of course, they're not gonna take him out. But what are y'all thoughts about Pugsley and Isaac?
Let me tell you something about Isaac. First and foremost, he can kick rocks because Pugsley is the reason why you even able to be around while you out here doing Pugsley like this. Listen, I wasn't here for that mess. Talking about how does it feel to eat mud, whatever that stuff. I mean, I get it. That stuff was nasty, but you was the one acting like you liked it. It is not his fault that you was acting like you liked that little nasty sandwich, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. He was eating honey and all that stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, why are you doing Pugsley like this? Because if he had never came out there, if what's his name hadn't dissed him, and he came out there in the woods and dug you up so that you could even start eating these brains, and if he never even took you, fed you, put you around a bunch of people so that you could have these, like, just ungrateful. Ugh.
Yes, I totally agree. But he has an agenda, and it's all about the Addams. It's getting back at the Addams no matter what. Anybody got any thoughts on Isaac and his foolishness is why he's treating Pugsley of all people like this? Like EJ said, he saved your life. He brought you back to life.
Yeah, Isaac gotta go, and I want to see a cat fight between Morticia and his. It gotta go down because y'all made a pact. You said you was gonna get your ass up out of here, and you didn't. So I don't know if we're gonna get it, but I would love to see it. And this was raggedy. I mean, EJ broke that part down. Like out of everybody, Pugsley was there for you. He helped you when nobody else would. You wouldn't even be able to be out here brains if it wasn't for him. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But y'all remember, was it at the beginning of this episode or the end of the last episode when Wednesday said, I think we should sacrifice Pugsley? So I feel like although this doesn't look good, I think Wednesday has a plan for it. I think that even though the Pugsley, okay, somebody had to be sacrificed, but I think that Wednesday is using this as a plan that she is that she's cooking up right now. So I think that he's gonna be fine because this is going to go according to the plan that Wednesday is working on right now. But I don't even know if they let Pugsley in on the plan.
I'm glad you got so much faith in Wednesday like that, because I think she was just like, he can go. Like, if somebody got to go, it should be Pugsley.
I think this is her only chance to step in and be a good big sister, because she hasn't been this whole season.
I do think that they knew that Pugsley was going to take himself out there anyway. And I agree with you, Kay, that I think there is a plan on Wednesday's behalf, but I think they knew once he talked about the butterflies and all the things that could lead back over, because where was he? He was at the freaking tree where he found him at. So they kind of knew Pugsley. I love Pugsley, but they knew he was going to end up at that tree anyway, looking. Anyway, I ain't gonna even be talk bad about him, but yeah, and so ungrateful, Slurp.
He needs a friend. And I don't know what, but I wonder what make him go back to the tree, go back to the beginning of your friendship where you found Slurp. Like, why would you go back there? Like, what draw him?
Nostalgia, thinking like, oh, remember that one time where I had that one friend. Where I finally made a friend, since Eugene think he bigger than the program. Pugsley said, well, this is the one time that I had somebody that needed me and relied on me. Somebody needed me, and it all started right here. Yeah. And this is where it's ending also.
At one time at band camp.
Yeah.
It just seems like he's just like he was coming back out there. Hopefully that, Slurp would come back to him. He don't realize Slurp is a full-grown man now, like he doesn't realize that Slurp is Isaac now. Like, he has a full face. He is not distorted anymore. Like, he doesn't know that. So I wonder, he saw him and started smiling at him, but I just wonder, like, what made him go back to that tree? Like, maybe, I guess it could be just him looking for Slurp to come back and still be his friend. But Slurp is a grown-ass man. He your daddy friend, daddy age. He is not your equal. He is not your friend. You are a child. But and it's amazing how Isaac still looks young. I guess he's supposed to, because he's a zombie, but he's Gomez's age. I guess they're not going to age him because he passed away as a child. So I guess so. So what are y'all thoughts on what do y'all think is going to happen next episode 8? And I think Kay is hosting that episode. And what y'all got going in y'all channel? We can go for EJ on.
Yeah, so what had happened was, girl, I looked at that thing. After I saw this episode right here, I could not look at the next episode. So I'm just gonna pass on what's gonna happen on the next episode. And yeah, I know I'll be giving y'all the business every week, and yeah, I was the one. My bad. And then as far as my channel is concerned, of course, tomorrow we have Zatima. I forgot who's hosting, but I think it's Candy. I think. So we got Zatima, so we'll be talking about that. Reasonable Doubt on Friday. Thank goodness they went ahead and reinstated Jimmy Kimmel, because Lord knows I needed to get my Hulu account back. Oh. Yeah, so Reasonable Doubt on Friday, 2 times actually for myself. I think Kay is hosting Reasonable Doubt for the second one that I'm doing. And then, of course, I'll be on the first panel. And then on this Saturday, we actually will be doing Ruth and Boaz. Make sure y'all watch that. I think that's this Saturday. It come out on Friday, I believe. So whatever the day after. So definitely watch. I'll be watching that for sure. And then on Sunday, I'll drop some family business content. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be just yet, but I will be dropping something for the family business. And then don't forget that Tika and I's new channel is starting real soon. Please go and subscribe to our channel and do all the things. We're like really excited about it. So please go and hang out with us. It's called Talk That Talk TV. And we'll drop the link inside of the, in the thing. And that's it, Candy. Thank you. This was great.
Thank you. Kay Bly, Tamika, then Tika.
Yeah, I have not seen the season finale yet, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm hoping for a good wrap up with some action. I actually want a wrap up of Enid's story. Okay, I'm very interested in the Wolf Pack and this whole Alpha Wolf thing. I did used to watch Teen Wolf, so I'm very interested in the whole werewolf storyline. So I want to know what's going on with Enid and the new music teacher. I need to see I need some more interaction and that story fleshed out a bit more. On the channel, y'all know it's spooky season. Review of for The Conjuring Last Rites, The Long Walk. Um, I just did a panel for him yesterday. What else? Gen V season 2 started, so reviews for episodes for that. Reasonable Doubt on Friday. Also, Marvel Zombies is that just came out this week, so that's a review that'll be coming in the next few days. So make sure y'all hit like and subscribe. All things nerdy, all things spooky.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Den.
Yes, I finally put up my Love After Lockup, honey. It's been a long time, but I finally got those 2 episodes up. Well, I did an overall. And if y'all didn't see it, myself and Candy have been doing the breakdowns for Beauty and Black. We just finished the last 2 episodes of that yesterday, and right after this, we go on for Sisters Show with Day Foolishness, and tomorrow's the Tiva. Friday, I'm on the panel for Reasonable Doubt, and I will be joining EJ to talk about Ruth and Boaz. I'm looking forward to watching that and talking about that. And that's all I got going on right now, I think. But hit the like on all the channels, subscribe to all the channels if you are so inclined. Okay, we appreciate it. Hype us up, like the videos.
Hype me up. And thank you, Tamika and Tika D.
Yes. Let's see. What don't we have going on? I thought, well, the thought on the last episode or what's coming up next. I just want to see everything fall into place. Like there was so many different storylines that it's like, okay, let's see what's going on with Enid. Let's see what's going to happen. Is Agnes going to turn and just stop loving on Wednesday the way that she does? What's up with Isadora Capri, music teacher? What's going on with her? So many things. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on the next episode of Wednesday. With that being said, going on my channel, I am going to check out. I think the Marcus Vaughn was in the comments asking about Special Forces. Checking it out. I want to see how tough Madam really is, and so I'm definitely going to check out that show, Special Forces, streaming on Hulu. And yeah, thank God they got Jimmy Kimmel back together because I need my Hulu account as well. And definitely Thursday we're doing Zatima. And then the following week is going to be Beauty in Black. And y'all, we talk about Beauty in Black, but I want to know how much y'all know about Terrell Carter, aka Attorney Varney. He has put out a new album, y'all.
Yeah,
and I just did a reaction. It's my bootleg reaction to his latest video, and I would just love for y'all to check it out. It's called I Have a Question. He did that song in the Tyler Perry's play, and so check that video out. And just like EJ said, Talk That Talk TV, please head on over. We got some things cooking for y'all. Your girls be grinding. EJ probably grind a little bit harder than me, but we be grinding. And so, we would just love for y'all to check it out. And thank you, Candy, so much for putting this together. I know you and Tamika, y'all be doing y'all thing right after this. So I just appreciate y'all ladies for, taking out the time to put this whole thing together and allow us to talk about Wednesday on Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and shout out to Candy. Candy Love, she been grinding this week, y'all. Okay, if y'all didn't see her Reasonable Doubt. I said, damn, Candy getting it in, honey. Y'all go on over there and make sure y'all check it out. And I didn't say what I wanted to see for Wednesday. I want to see everything that everybody else said, but I definitely want to see that cat fight. And I don't know if Wednesday and Morticia finally gonna come together. I feel like I've been saying that every episode.
Oh, okay. Because they need to get back. Their mother and daughter, they need to come together. Like, you still need your mother. She's your mother. But that's the Addams family. They just not like that. They're not normal people. They're, that's just that on that. But for me, I've already watched the episodes. So I'm gonna be like EJ, and then I can say because I already watched it. It kept playing, so I just kept watching. But yeah, for
Same.
me on my channel, you know, Tamika and I wrapped up Sunday and Tuesday. We wrapped up Beauty in Black. I did Reasonable Doubt on Monday. Yesterday we did Beauty in Black, and we had a Kiki on that episode. That 7 and 8, we laughed the entire time. I was crying laughing. So y'all know me and Tamika don't Beauty in Black, child. We laugh at everything they do up there. But anyway, we got Sister tonight at 10:30. So please, if you all are still awake, and if you're not, you know, just turn your phone on and let it play. And so we can get those numbers up, and we're gonna talk about Sisters at 10:30. And tomorrow I'm hosting Zatima episode 5 and 6. And I might join y'all and talk about Reasonable Doubt on Friday. I'll see if y'all can slide me in, and you know, I'll see what I can do over there. You know, had a good conversation.
Come
Come
on.
through.
Mhm.
Come through, boo.
Come on.
I'll see what we do. But if nothing else, thank everybody for coming through. DeMarcus Vaughn. When will I get remonetized? DeMarcus, you know, I forgot the little deadline and back in August because my mind was elsewhere. I forgot about it. So I got to wait till October sometime, I think. But anywho, thank you for being so concerned. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
Listen, her Cash App still work. You know, I'm just saying, if y'all want
And
to
his
drop us
behind
some
don't even
dollars,
do
Cash App, something work.
I'm sure she got a Zelle account.
She's always
Zelly her.
for coming through. Miss Niecy, thank you. Karima, I can't remember her name, and I can only see but so many people on my on this thing over here on this iPad. But I thank everybody for coming through. The comments are on the screen, so I can't post everybody's comments. We didn't see everything, but we want to thank y'all for coming through. And y'all, we're gonna get up out of here because Tamika and I got to watch these crazy girls over here on the BET channel. Okay.
Okay.
But y'all have a good night.
Bye.